Hey guys, Kevin with Screaming Chicken here. Why am I standing outside in the cold beside a big stack of boxes? I'm gonna show you. Okay, so as you guys could see, this car is pretty responsive for a first gen. It'll do a lane change with a quarter, maybe half turn of the wheel pretty easily. All the suspension is a stock style suspension. It's got some newer components, but everything in it is still stock configuration. It's got new steering linkage with joints that are all in good shape. This car stays well maintained. It's got tubular A-arms, but they're still the stock style. It's got a little stiffer spring, so you didn't see a whole lot of body roll in there. But again, everything is a stock style component. We didn't go changing the frame or anything like that. So we've got a quick ratio steering box in here, and that's what allows us to get that quarter to half turn to do a lane change. There's a couple of things you gotta have to install one of these. You've got to replace your power steering hoses. We've got some braided AN ones here that we'll show you in a second. You've got to change your coupler to go from your steering column to the box. You might also know it as a rag joint, same thing. And then you got to change your hardware because these boxes are a metric thread pattern. So these quick steering boxes, you can get them from Borgeson, you can get them from Detroit Speed. We offer the Detroit Speed one. These are new boxes. They're not remanufactured. We always advise you, if you can get a new one, get a new one. Both of these guys make good ones. You could also get a second gen box and it'll be a little bit better, but for what they cost, guys, we always recommend getting a new one. Okay guys, I got a couple of boxes here on the bench to show you the differences in. We've got the factory original box that came out of the Firebird, and here we've got a 79 through 81 Trans Am quick ratio box. Looking at them, they look very similar, but they've got a couple of key differences that make a huge difference. First, the threads to mount this are metric in the newer box, whereas they are standard threads in the old box. Secondly, the fittings are different. You've got a metric thread in the newer fast ratio boxes versus a standard, and then you also have an O-ring seal versus an inverted flare in the old ones, O-rings in the newer ones. The third difference is the input shafts for them are a different size and spline count. So I've got a coupler right here in my hand. You can see it'll fit on this one, and it's good on there, and you've got, you lock it down. It won't even go on the old box at all. So 3 key big differences when you swap boxes. Another thing is, if you're looking for a quick ratio box, the easiest place to find one if you're looking for like a used box is probably going to be a 3rd gen Camaro. They went to them in the later 2nd gens, and then all the 3rd gens had them. So probably easier to find a 3rd gen one if you're looking at that side of the market. Okay, so what's the difference between a O-ring fitting and an inverted flare? If you look at the end of this line, you can see there's an O-ring right here, and you basically have a little wall that pushes down on that O-ring. Here, we've got an inverted flare. It just flares out on the tubing, and the fitting goes up against that without any kind of seal. So you can't put a modern box in an old car without having to make some adjustments. What do? You can't just buy the lines that fit. You'll have to either make some or have some made custom. You can get some of these AN adapters and then make AN lines. So here you can see this has got the O-ring seal, so that you can use that with that style box, or you can get an inverted flare style adapter to go out to an AN line, and you can put those straight into a box to adapt and make your own lines, or have them made custom if you so choose. We're going to show you how to make a line now. Okay guys, so here we have the Screaming Chicken steering line kit. It comes with 5 foot of PTFE line. There's a 90 installed on each end of it. It comes with a 45-degree fitting, a 90-degree fitting, and a straight fitting. Your adapters to go to your steering box to convert to AN, and then it also comes with a barb to AN fitting so that you can have your lines match and not have one rubber line and one braided line. Now, this isn't necessarily needed. It's your return line. There's not a lot of pressure. You could just have a rubber hose with a your standard worm clamp, but for them to match, you have to have this adapter, and it just cleans everything up by having them match. It looks a lot better. What's not included is a fitting to go to your pressure side of your power steering pump, because depending on what pump you're running, you need to have a different fitting. So this is an LS style pump here. You'd need a fitting like this so that when you go to plug it in, it gets the fitting and the line away from the pulley. But this is going to be different, like I said, depending on what pump you're running, what motor you're running. There's a lot of variables in that. We do offer fittings, but without knowing exactly what you're running, we can't really include that piece in the kit. Give us a call and we'll be glad to help you out and figure out what you do need. And we should have a fitting for you. Okay guys, we've got a couple different styles of lines here to show you. Here we've got kind of your standard line with a push fitting, push AN style fitting. You just lube this up, shove it in here, and then put a worm clamp on the other end. And then here we've got a PTFE line, and I'm going to show you the ends of both of them. You can see how the PTFE has a piece of plastic inside. The PTFE is rated for a lot higher pressure, and it has a lot more heat resistance than the standard line. It does, however, require you to have actual fittings on it so that you can't blow these off. And the reason that matters is with the high pressure side, you can blow this fitting back out of this line, and then you've got power steering fluid blowing all over your car, one, but power steering fluid is also extremely flammable. So if your car's hot and that hits your header, there's a very high likelihood of a potential fire. So you don't want to do that. Using the PTFE and the proper fittings, I'm not going to say completely eliminates it, but you lessen your chances considerably because of the rating of the line and the fittings. So just to clarify, the PTFE hose here is rated for up to 2000 PSI and 500 degrees. So as long as your fittings are installed correctly and your adapters screw on tight, you should never have to worry about these in your average hot rod, street car setup. As long as you're not doing something crazy with a turbo right next to it that's getting 1800 degrees, you should never have a problem. We use the Finish Line Factory equipment here. This is what we offer. These guys are out of Florida, so this is all American made. When you buy stuff off of eBay or Amazon, there's a solid chance that things aren't going to be made to spec, and the liners inside the hose tend to break down much faster. So, if this hose breaks down inside here, it is going to push out through some of this braiding and stuff with a lower quality product. So we like the Finish Line Factory stuff. We found it to work real well, and we're always happy with American made products when we can get them. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is measure your line, and then you're going to need to cut it. There's a couple different ways to cut it. You can use tools made to cut this kind of line. Here we've got this one from Finish Line Factory. This is what we use. It gives you one easy, clean cut. It does pinch the line a little bit, but we'll show you how to fix that here in a second. Your other option is to use a cutoff wheel. It works, but you do have a chance of getting debris into the line that way because of the way a cutoff wheel works, and then it slicing through the other stuff. You can use some painter's tape or masking tape to wrap the ends, mark it, and then cut it. That will help with we didn't do it here. You can see how there's fraying. That will help keep that from being bad and hold that in place as you put your fittings on. All right, so here I've got our fitting. This is a PTFE fitting, excuse me. This only works with PTFE hose. It will not work with push lock hose. So you've got this piece that unscrews. I'm gonna try not to drop anything here. You've got this piece which slides over the plastic liner and under the braided part. And then this piece will slide into your plastic liner. So you'll get this over the liner, you'll slide this in, and this will come up and squeeze it all together. Okay, so the first thing you'll do is slide that piece that comes off over the line. And then we're just taking a small pick and kind of opening the line back up. And then a small punch, making sure we've got it kind of round, making sure the PTFE liner's good. You're going to take the small fitting and push on there. And then get a close-up shot of that. So you can see how it slid over the liner, but inside of the braided line. And then we'll put a little lube on the insert that's going inside of the plastic liner. And we're using hose assembly lube. Alright, so you're going to push the fitting in. You're going to push it all the way up against the end of the liner. You can see how it's pushing the braided part out, and we've got it all the way up against the fitting. And we're going to take this piece and slide it up, and you'll screw the two together. You're going to take your Allen wrench, and then we've got a vise here that we use. You could do this with 2 wrenches, but it is obviously much easier with a vise. And then you'll tighten the fitting down. There we go, that's good. You can see it does not bottom completely out. Once it's tight, there is a little bit of a gap between the 2 pieces of the fitting. And then that's a finished installed fitting. If you do use a vise, you want to use aluminum jaws so that you don't mar up your finish. And then this fitting is ready to go to work. PTFE can be used on a lot of fluids, not just your power steering line. So if you wanted to make any other lines, give us a call and we can probably help you out with that as well. Alright guys, so we showed you everything you need to install a quick ratio box in your older car. You know, new lines, new hardware, new coupler. We do offer the Detroit Speed quick ratio box here at screamingchicken.com. We have the power steering line hose kit and the coupler as well. So come see us at screamingchicken.com. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys in the next video.